Given the information you have in the scene, discuss what you think the context around the play might be. Where are we? When are we? And what might be happening outside Mama Natty's bar?
Okay, so in the beginning, it like discusses like the I guess what's going on, and I'm definitely going to take that into the context of the play. It seems to be somewhere in Congo, very small village, hard to get to by what is his name?
Christian?
Christian, what by what Christian says. And it seems to be like some kind of like war front or like battle going on because he talks about soldiers and how it's very hard to travel to get to where Mama Nady is in her bar. And you can tell it's a very
Mhm.
scarcely sourced area.
Yeah,
You
I
feel?
agree. What I picked up was obviously we know the specific whereabouts it is, which is the Democratic Republic of Congo. So we know it's happening in Congo. I got that we were like in maybe like a war or like some sort of like time period where there's a lot of things happening.
Hmm.
And that's why there's an excessive amount of like checkpoints, soldiers, and how like what we're trying to see is that Christians like trying to get to the bar because the bar is deemed like a safe area for
Yeah.
everyone,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like what I picked up from that. And it's like at the very beginning we just see like outside the bar it's very chaotic, but
Hmm.
we know that inside the bar it's like this safe zone where people like I think she mentions this at some point that it's she said like no guns are allowed in here,
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
just
like
like it's
this safe area both
yeah.
soldiers and civilians
Yeah, I
believe in.
agree. If
And
you
then question number two is describe Mama Natty's relationship to Josephine and the other girls. Would you say that the relationship is reciprocatory or one-sided?
I think for Josephine, I think it's reciprocated, the relationship. Yeah, it's very complicated because there's like a power dynamic. Obviously, we can tell that, especially towards the end, Josephine is in this kind of deal with Mama Nady where Mama Nady will make Josephine and the other two girls afterwards like do labor or, become these like objects for transactional use. So she gets the money, but in return, the girls get somewhere to live safely and to have a shelter and like be fed and have resources, human rights, but in a very
Yeah,
tricky way.
yeah. No, I agree. I think with like Josephine, it's a little bit more reciprocal.
Hmm.
Like she seems to care a little more about Josephine than the other girls, but you can
Hmm.
also tell like this is very one-sided for her because she's yes protecting them but also using them for like business,
Yeah.
making like getting labor and like the girls being there is some sort of like reward for her, and you can tell like this is a very business like relationship, and
Hmm.
like she's like yes I care about them, but it's also exploiting the girls a little bit because she knows this is the only safe area for them, so it's like she's controlling what they're doing, but as well the girls are treated like as some sort of goods for her,
Yeah.
like they're gonna be this is her business, like the girls being given to her are her business.
Yeah, I think you could definitely see that, especially with Salima and Sophie. It's just like they are coming into this brand new. They have no idea.
Yeah.
They have an idea because I'm assuming they came willingly, even though it was like Christian had to smuggle them into the area or like
Mhm.
just travel with them, which is hard on anything, and especially in like the area that they're in. But you can tell that they're very hesitant and nervous to use what they
Yeah.
have as a transaction for themselves.
Yeah, because you can tell like she's purposely using like how they look and how they're
Hmm.
being given to showcase them off, and she's making the girls be like very dependent on her. Like
Yeah.
you can tell like that's the kind of relationship they're having because she sees them as a source of income, and they see her as like a form of like defense and safety.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. All right.